Christ in every eye that sees me, Christ in every ear that hears me. Amen. Amen.
Hello, friends of all ages. Oh, how I have missed you. You know, staying in the house all the time, it can be fun sometimes, but sometimes I get, a little jittery, a little anxious even. And I discovered something that helped me, and I wanted to share it with all of you. It's taken from Psalm 46. Be still and know that I am God. I like to do a little meditation on that theme, dropping out the last letter each time I go through the verse. It goes like this. Feel free to do it with me if you'd like. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Oh, that helps me almost every time. Something else that helps me is listening to our children sing, Be still and know that I am God. So I'm going to say goodbye now, but following will be our children singing as they did on March 1st, Be still and know that I am God. See you soon.
Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted. I will be exalted. I will be exalted in the earth. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God.
about Jesus that stirred your imagination?
I think the audacity of it. If you take the kind of that fundamental frame, which I do, that the God who is already, as it were, in the infinite bliss of heaven and in the communion of persons in love and all that stuff, would go, actually, what I need to do now is completely empty myself and go down and be utterly vulnerable. That's a very strange idea, but it's also very strangely attractive. So that's kind of... I also... There's something about Jesus in which everything he says is very compelling, but almost impossible to understand or to actually put into life. You know, I mean, everybody knows all these sayings about sell all you have and, you know, give it to the poor. You know, blessed are those who mourn. And we kind of know, there's a bit of me that goes, I know that's true. And there's another bit of me that goes, and I never act on it under any circumstances, you know, but I don't forget it either. So I'm in this constant to and fro with him about that. But I suppose, in the end, it is the idea of dissent and weakness. I'm always more moved by Jesus in a curious way when he's getting hammered than when he's portrayed as kind of hammering. I tell you, you know, you interview a poet, sometimes the poem is like the only way to say it. So I'm going to do a poem now, it's called Dissent. And I want you to, if you saw the poem, you would know how I spelt the word dissent. But I wouldn't want you to do that. I would want you to hear dissent, both, I dissent from your view, as well as there is a descent. This is a poem about the descent of God into Jesus, as it were, coming down. He came down from heaven. But it's also about, by doing that, he says to the whole of world, he says to every highfalutin human construct of upwardly soaring philosophy and religion, God says, I beg to differ. I dissent from that. So this is dissent. I guess this would sum up what I find attractive about Jesus. Dissent. They sought to soar into the skies, those classic gods of high renown. For lofty pride aspires to rise, but you came down. You dropped down from the mountain sheer, forsook the eagle for the dove. The other gods demanded fear, but you gave love. Where chiseled marble seemed to freeze their abstract and perfected form, compassion brought you to your knees. Your blood was warm. They called for blood in sacrifice. Their victims on an altar bled. When no one else could pay the price, you died instead. They towered above our mortal plane, dismissed this restless flesh with scorn, aloof from birth and death and pain. You were born to these burdens, born by all, born with us all, astride the grave, weak to be with us when we fall, and strong to save.
How far does love go?
I would say, looking at the cross again, and further, that he descended into hell, I would say it goes as far as it needs to. And in my case, that means the lowest pit of hell.